go. Alright. Here we go. We should be live. I will turn on chat. Here we go, guys. We're gonna be watching the third episode. We're watching it on the big TV, so it's gonna be better quality. So I'm excited. We're on episode. Nope. I didn't mean to click that episode. Wrong episode, but whatever. I meant to click the third. I meant to click the one episode.
Whatever you're going to do it now.
Stupid ads. Okay, no. Dang, I can't go any faster than this. How do you go faster? Oh my goodness. I can't go any faster than this?
Vehicles that you are her most.
How do you do that? Oh my gosh. I'm watching on my TV, man. This is actually freaking frustrating. How do you do this? Stop. Man, this is still slow. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Perfect.
If the memory protocol is not successful. If those lines cross, Juliet Nichols will have outlived her usefulness. The problem, of course, is that a sudden removal of Juliet could be catastrophically destabilizing. We can only hope that the introduction of the vitamin compound into the water supply happens before that becomes necessary.
I'm gonna turn off live chat. I'm gonna actually turn it off. I don't see anything. Hide all the messages. Cause I didn't put a pin message in chat for spoilers, so I gotta hide. I gotta hide it. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Hey, Colby. Very bad chat. Colby! Come on. Colby!
Yeah?
You guys hear me?
No.
Can you check and see if my stream is public? Just check and see if it is.
It is public.
Okay. That's all.
My bad, I was not hearing you.
Jeez, OP, like, clean your ears out.
Colby,
Clean your ears out, sir. Okay, here we go.
Pulse is good. How'd you sleep? Fine.
She's gonna not take her pills.
Oh. All right, Madam Mayor. I'll see you later. Hey, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday you asked me to be honest with you when I need space. Today, I'd like to walk to Soho by myself. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. I'll see you.
One was with a boy.
before his first deployment, Juanito sat over there with us, eating something Rudy made for him. Bacon burger, extra onions and mustard. The taste that he got from his mother that I'll never understand. He told us that he wanted to make us proud. We were proud before he left. You all know that. And you were too. You know he's left again. We'll see him someday. I'm gonna have a burger today. Juanito's way. Just today. Rudy will take care of you.
Mr. Alameda, I'm Daniel Keene, Charlotte's brother.
I know you are, Congressman. Your sister is family to us, which makes you the same. How is she?
She's all right. Her memories have been affected. We just, I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. We all do.
I don't know if this is the right time, but as former military yourself, if you have knowledge that maybe I get. Someone told me that before the mission, the whole squadron's communication devices were switched out.
Downgraded to comms that were discontinued years ago, even before my time in the service. Juan called me right before. Told me his media was older than he was.
Why would they do that?
Prevent jamming? I don't know. But it exposed them to a whole lot more. A buddy of mine who was charged with filling out forms on the incident said that because the comms weren't encrypted, they could have easily been recorded. By nearly anyone. Said it wouldn't have been hard to do. So it's probably out there somewhere.
Did he happen to say where we could get a copy?
No. Told me to put it out of my mind.
Because it's top secret?
No, because he's a friend. Because he thinks it's easier for me to move on if I'm not thinking about all those sick people sitting around listening to the sound of my son's death. That's the cap of the Nimitz. I better, been out nearly 20 years. And I still straighten up.
She spit the meds out in there last night and in here this morning.
Thank you, Amy.
You want me to double it tonight? Or
Keep doing what you're doing.
thanks.
There's Shirley. I heard you took Luca's castle.
What is it?
Just more delays on the rebar.
You headed out already.
Yeah. See you out there.
You okay?
this kissing crap. Gotta love it.
Hi.
Madam Mayor.
Is the sheriff home? Right, I might be able to catch him here.
No, he left last night on a missing persons in the meds.
Do you mind if I come in?
Yeah, let's turn off that
Have
shit.
we met before? I'm so I can't.
No.
Really? I didn't come visit you as a sheriff when your husband was my deputy?
No.
What do you know about Patrick Kennedy and Lucas Kyle?
Nothing. I don't mean to rush, but I've got a busy day ahead.
I get it. You never heard of them? Either of them? Patrick Kennedy being the biggest fugitive in the silo?
I don't really keep up with the gossip.
What happened to your wrist?
Ooh.
I fell.
You were part of the break-in, weren't you? I'm not here to have you arrested. Okay, I want to know where Patrick Kennedy is, that's all. Does your husband know you're an outsider? If your husband knows you're an outsider, it makes perfect sense why Kennedy hasn't been caught and maybe why Lucas hasn't been found.
Lucas Kyle is dead, and Kennedy knows places in the silo that Paul, his deputies, the raiders, anyone would know where to look.
Right, but you know where to look.
I don't believe Lucas is alive. Kennedy hunted him for months and found nothing. Even had us follow his mother.
Did you talk to her?
She said the last time she saw Lucas was in her apartment during the rebellion not long before you came back. Sims came in with a gun. Wanted to know what Bernard and Lucas were talking about. Threatened to kill him, his mother. Lucas refused to say. That was the last time she saw him. They never took you down to the bottom, did they? Paul said the bodies were 3 deep over the circulation fans on 144. They were running the incinerator 24 hours a day. Looks like Lucas Kyle was turned to ash months ago.
She's been spitting out her medication, which is not good. However, from what we've been able to discern, she's currently out in the silo looking for Lucas Kyle.
And that is good.
Her search for Kyle will likely yield nothing. But if by following Juliet we can get confirmation of his death and lure Kennedy out, we may not need the vitamin D+.
2 improbable possibilities in pursuit of a result easily achieved with one proven act. You fear that loss of memory means loss of self-consciousness, loss of identity, the end of personal existence. The data has been presented. The choice remains solely in your hands, along with the lives of 9,913 people.
Gosh, putting all the
Consider
pressure on
expediting
this.
the transport of vitamin D+ to filtration. The sooner you introduce vitamin D+ to the water supply, the better the probability of survival. In a time when your silo is dangerously close to a safeguard.
Yikes. Yikes. This is not good. Now, I did see it in a thumbnail chat. There's no way, but like in one of the thumbnails, again, I didn't search it. I didn't search it. I saw a thumbnail of Lucas Kyle in a thumbnail. Now again, that might just be a picture, just a picture of him saying, oh, he might be alive. It might not even be real. We'll find out. We'll find out. I truly don't think there's no way he'd be alive this early in the season 3. There's no way. Unless Juliet finds him. There's just no way. I think we'll just skip this, bro. Actually, no, we gotta play it through. go.
Hey. How's the service?
Listen, I spoke to Juan's father. He thinks we could probably find a recording of the mission's comms somewhere on the internet.
Dark web?
I didn't say that for sure. I don't know where to begin with something like that.
Well, I do.
Okay, how are you doing?
I will call you later. Hey, you. I am so close to being done with this expose on the sordid sex lives of supposed celibates, but I am working on something huge, okay? It's something worthy of a Pulitzer.
I don't want a Pulitzer. I just wanted you to do your job.
I'm doing the job, Phil. I would just rather work remote than hang out in this playground all day.
I'm letting you go.
What?
You've taken the liberty of packing up your things. Security will see you out.
What?
What?
Try not to make a scene, okay?
Hey, what? Wow. You're not serious, right? Okay.
Dang.
I didn't even want this fucking job.
Oh, oh.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
No way. Wow. She's lost her job. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dang.
I can't remember going for longer than a day without hearing from Orla.
Probably just working on something for McLean. But the sheriff will track her down.
You have children, Sheriff?
I do, a daughter.
Then you get it. See that our baby gets home.
I will. Thanks.
They still think of us as kids. But you met Orla. She's no child. Our parents worked in supply for decades before this job. But Orla was the first one in our family to become Shadow.
Anything else important that you need me to know? Anyone I should talk to?
Well, along with her new job, Orla has a new boyfriend, Mike Davidson. He'd been with Glenda Harwood, McLean's previous Shadow.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah. I stay out of her love life.
Last time you saw her, was there anything strange or different?
My sister's normally an upbeat person. People gravitate to her. But lately, all I can say is she seemed burdened by something. Who knows? Maybe it's just the stress of running supply.
Where are we going?
King Street, I think? I don't know.
Kim, she's got fired from her job.
It's fine.
No, I should. No, can you grab that? Okay.
Jesus.
It's on the back of the first page.
I went to a Kane Street.
I knew it started with a K. Can you map that out?
What's his name?
He said Steve. It is highly unlikely to actually be Steve.
And you couldn't just send us a file or a link or
He
something?
said we had to come in person.
Sounds a little sketchy.
It's the dark web. Sketchy is kind of the point. Don't you think it's weird, me getting fired?
How so?
I start asking questions about Charlotte's mission and suddenly I'm out of a job.
Were you doing a good job?
What?
Well, you said you hated working out. People can usually pick up on that. What?
Wow. I literally just got fired. Can you try?
I don't
to
know.
be less
Dude,
vicious?
hey, Helen, I'm so sorry about the job. Those assholes.
Thank you. It's better.
Jesus.
And you, give me your badge.
My what?
You don't know the deal?
I don't know the deal.
Our intermediary agreed I could clone his congressional badge in exchange for information on the recording.
Not a chance. No.
Oh. Then get the fuck out.
Fine.
Who is this guy?
Hear it?
Hear what?
The reporting of the unencrypted comms, the Iran mission.
I was told you just wanted to know if it existed. It does. Tell anyone about this place, and every social profile with your name on it will have 10 years of freaky porn in the search history.
10 years of freaky
No,
porn.
that was not the deal.
Yeah, that's my deal. Maybe have Byron be a bit more specific with your request next time.
Who do you work for?
Who do I work for? Nobody. I'm just one of many like-minded individuals holding government fuckers like you accountable by intercepting communications and finding what we're not supposed
So
to.
you've heard the comms.
Yeah, I have. It's horrible. Somebody's up to some shit because what I heard is unlike
My sister
anything
was a pilot on that mission.
You're what?
Senior pilot Charlotte Keane.
That's your sister.
Why?
Someone in Moldova got 20 seconds of it, but it was taken down less than 5 minutes after it was posted. I recorded a cassette before it disappeared. I only fuck with analog if I can help it. Doesn't matter what you offer me, this does not leave my possession, but I don't think you should.
Don't listen to that.
No, I'm not listening.
Will you
Just
Daniel.
Now we gotta hear this. Never mind, they're gonna go back to this. Okay. You don't get to hear it? Bro, are you kidding? Bro. Oh man.
What could cause something that horrific to happen? 4 planes, the pilots, who could take control like that? Everything at the same time.
no idea.
You have a great day, all right? I'll be here to meet you when you're done.
Okay.
Love you.
I love you too.
Too good. Listen. What the fuck are you doing here?
No, but hey, I want to ask you something, okay?
I don't care what you want to ask. You don't come to my son's school or my home ever. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Look, I want to ask you for help.
No, listen. I will spend the rest of my life in the mines for throwing you over the rails before I let you come anywhere close
I
to
told
my
you,
son.
I don't remember.
He remembers. My son. He wakes up in the middle of the night afraid.
At least he remembers. And he has a dad. I don't. I don't even remember what it feels like to have a dad.
What do you want?
I want to know what you know about Lucas Cott, if you know where he is. But you know Bernard took him out of the mines to make him his shadow, so why would he do that?
I wish I knew.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to ask.
That's it?
Yes, I'll stay away from your son. Hey, honey. Everything okay? What's going on? Why is he not at school?
We need a family day. All three of us. I want us to go to the park. I want us to be together.
Robert?
I want us to spend some time together.
Today's not the day. Okay, you have no idea what I'm dealing with.
You're right. I don't. But something came up.
What happened?
Oh, oh. Oh gosh.
It's all right. I'll talk to him.
Okay, look. Nichols might not be who she once was, but she's still sharp.
We hunted Lucas Kyle for months, and we're sharp.
She's asking the right questions.
Yeah, about a dead man.
Who do we have on Nichols today? Bobby. I ran into her on my way down. She said she saw her. Where? Headed down to the Gap. I need to go down.
Yeah, sorry, it's just not safe.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm going down.
Whoa.
If he says it's not safe, it's not safe. This isn't just about you. You going down means someone else isn't. That someone might be a safety spotter for someone who's working. Why did you ignore my note this morning? I didn't get it. It's not what the porter said. I was in a hurry. Really?
Wait.
Fuck it. Why do you think?
Hey, go back. What was that about? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, sorry, it's just not safe.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm going down.
Whoa.
If he says it's not safe, it's not safe. This isn't just about you. You going down means someone else isn't. That someone might be a safety spotter for someone who's working. Why did you ignore my note this morning? I didn't get it. It's not what the
Oh, the note that Shirley got.
I was in a hurry. Really? Oh, fuck it. Why do you think? Madame Mayor? Do you have any idea what it's like to have your best friend not know you? Do you know what it's like not to remember your best friend? And if you were my best friend, wouldn't you come? Why do you think I messaged you out of everyone? Right. I need to find Lucas Kyle. Could you take me where you took him? The area is sealed off. It's not possible. Okay. Thank you.
No, wait.
Oh, she's doing it, dude. We actually might find Lucas Kyle. I'm actually kidding. I don't think that picture was actually a fake.
Yeah, I see her. Let's get back to work. Madam Mayor, Lucas Kyle is not here. And Shirley isn't lying. Walker sealed up the Digger Boy 3 months ago. There's no way he's down there. Let me help you.
So Bernard took Lucas out of the mines to make him his shadow, right? So he must have learned something there. So what do you know about the mines?
I don't know how anybody could learn anything from down there. It's just a fucking nightmare. But I do know a guy.
Did he actually see her?
No.
Then you scare him more by taking him out of school like this. We were already tracking her.
I didn't tell Anthony she was there.
That's not the point. I don't have time for surprises and field trips.
No.
Rob?
That's not a field. Look, it's important that we take time to make memories as a family. Even when it's not convenient for us.
Convenient? You... Robert, how many years Did Anthony and I come home to an empty apartment where we stayed alone without you until early in the morning or longer? Did I ever question the hours and days you spent away in service of the silo? When Juliet's waving a gun in our direction, it is about that. Stop! I find myself in this position, not by choice, mind you, and every day I feel like you work to undercut me.
Anthony needs to have memories of us. Both of us. Together. Do you understand? And you're right. I'm late to getting this. It's on me, I'm sorry. I know it hasn't been fair, but...
What's all this about memories? Why do you keep saying that?
She doesn't remember her father. Nichols. And it's not just that she doesn't remember him. She says she has no feeling of the man. He blew himself up for her friends, and she couldn't even tell me what it feels like to know him.
He's one.
I'm having barrels of vitamin T plus hauled up to water filtration. It's not my first plan, but depending on what happens in the next few hours, I am willing to release it into the water supply.
Oh no.
I'm assuming from your time working for Bernard, you know what vitamin D is.
Yeah. Same thing you're doing to Juliet, but lower and slower. So we don't realize what's happening until it's too late.
To save the lives of everyone in the silo. Yours, mine, Anthony's. What I need to know is that when it comes time, when I ask you to help me with this, you will do as we promised. You will do whatever you can to ensure our son lives on, so that one day he can make it out of this silo alive.
Camille,
Who said anything, anything that keeps him alive. Even if that means forgetting us. Come in. What is it?
I didn't use the radio given the sensitive nature.
Tell me.
Mayor Nichols has gone below the gap.
Where's Emerson?
Contacting the trailing agents.
Shit. Here we go. That's it. Got a few more to do. You're getting pro at this, huh?
What's Sims gonna do?
Anthony, come on and pack up.
Is Mommy...
It'll just be me and you today, till lunch. And I'm gonna take you back to school, okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Put on your backpack and we can get out of here. Thank you again, Gail. Thank you.
Here, Daddy. Take this. You gave this to me so I wouldn't feel worried. Remember?
I remember, son.
Mark. Well, if isn't the head of mechanical, and as well shadow. Except you're not a shadow anymore. You work for her now. She had a question about a criminal in the mines.
Yeah.
I brought her to you.
I want to ask about a guy who went into mines.
All due respect, Madam Mayor, if that's what we call you now, you're wasting your time. People go into the mines, they don't come out.
Well, you did. Lucas Kyle. You recognize
I
that
don't
name?
get names. And I don't confirm them either. That's not what she wants.
He's an IT worker, right? And he was sentenced
An
three
IT
rebellion.
guy. I don't care what he was sentenced for. He's dead.
No, he survived and he got out.
Got out.
Yeah, and I think it's
Right.
because of something that he must have learned in there. So whether you know him or not, I want to know what he could have seen.
The only things in there are metal ore and death. Fucking laws of the pack make it that way with the restrictions. So if your guy went in there and lived, it wouldn't be because he learned it. It'd be because he was lucky enough to get a job cleaning toilets. Good to see you, Knox.
Where do you want me to drop you? Back at the Rayburn?
No. No. Let's go back. To Steve's, or whatever the fuck his name was. I know what he said, but we need to get that recording.
Why?
Why? Because the people I work for need to know. And no, I don't mean the shadowy creeps who finance
I know.
campaigns.
What do you mean, Daniel? I know. Where is she now?
Melissa radioed she just left tool fabrication with Knox. They spoke to Mark Chambers, head of department.
Why go to him?
I don't know, I can have Melissa speak to Chambers.
No, Chambers will either tell her nothing or send her in the wrong direction just for fun.
Sorry I wasn't more helpful.
It's okay. I'm just gonna hold it against you for as long as I remember. What?
That was just strange looking at you. I know more about you than you know about yourself. Like, you still act the same. You're still you.
And that's a good thing, right?
Jules.
Yeah.
There's no one like you. You're fixing the generators. Well, these lights will be on for years to come. You nearly drowned doing it. You've been outside. You've done things and seen places no one else has even dreamed of. You looked up at the fucking sky.
Just keep walking.
Who is that?
He was in the mines.
I don't understand. What is she doing?
We lost visuals. Nothing on the camera.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Gonna find Lucas?
Jules, he's dead.
You don't know that. Where's the one place you would go if you wanted to disappear?
I'm not taking you to the mines.
I'm not asking you to.
I'm right.
Fuck me.
Oh, she's just going for it. Wow.
How far away are the other silos?
Why would you
If
need to
Juliet got to
know?
one so quickly, it's probably close.
Location and proximity of other silos is not something I'll discuss.
Fine. But as Bernard's shadow, Lucas would have been told there were other silos, right?
He was aware.
And as IT shadow and someone who'd spent time in the mines, even a short time, he probably understood more than anyone why there are strict laws on how far we tunnel. You understand what I'm getting at? Even if he was just thinking of the silo Juliet went to, Lucas Kyle could have returned to the mines.
Camille, if you believe Lucas Kyle might be in the mines digging horizontally in an attempt to make contact with another silo, I strongly suggest severe precautions be taken immediately. Any silo-to-silo contact is a violation that leads to an immediate safeguard.
Send a rat extermination team to the mines. We need an immediate fumigation.
Is that code for something?
No. Send fumigators with enough gas to fill the tunnels. Now.
Ma'am, if we do that without warning, there won't be enough time to get everyone out.
One of the rats might be Lucas Kyle. Do it.
Dude, this is getting really good. Oh my gosh, bro. Holy crap. Wow.
What's going on? Motor infestation in the mines.
Wow, they're all going to the mines. Oh my gosh. To find Lucas Kyle, probably. What the world? What the heck? There's the vitamin D. What is that?
Stay here.
Okay, go, go.
Who's hardwooded?
Hey, what's happening?
Exterminators released rat bombs without any fucking warning.
Rat bombs.
There's no way
Oh.
everyone's getting out on their own.
Wait. I got you. I got you. Come on. Come on. Look at it turns.
Nope.
I can't.
That's Lucas Kyle right there, isn't it? That's gotta be. That's Lucas Kyle right there. Yep. Yep.
You okay? You okay?
Hey. Where? First squad, go after Kyle.
You're okay? You're okay?
Go get a medic.
Come on, Jules. Just keep coughing. Keep coughing.
Come on, Lucas. He's so fast. Come on, Lucas.
shitty place to hide.
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I wish I didn't see that spoiler, bro. But I mean, it's what it is. I mean, they kept talking about Lucas Kyle, is what it is. Mom, can you stop spamming me? Goodness gracious, I'm trying to watch my show. She keeps spamming me, bro. Wait, what is this? Oh my gosh, what the heck happened?
How'd this happen?
I don't know, but sure, there's a body they pulled up that's not registered as a minor. One person no one can account for.
Lucas Kyle.
Stop!
Oh, never mind. Oh.
It's all again.
Bro, the group chat man just keeps getting spamming. Stop spamming, guys! Holy crap! I'm trying to watch my show. They keep spamming my chat. They keep spamming.
She gonna live? I don't know.
Is that Juliet?
We're gonna need to keep watch on the door. Don't let anyone in except.
Oh, I think it's Juliet. I think it is.
All right. And Mrs. Sims, of course. She'll know what to do.
Yep, I see it. She's so alive, Lucas Kyle got there in time.
Decision in Juliet Nichols' bravery has provided a unique opportunity. You now have a chance to greatly increase your silo's survival probability by using the story of her actions in the mines today to instill in your citizens a sense of calm and unity.
You want her dead?
The death of one person that spares the lives of 9,912 others.
Without the use of vitamin D+.
Will you do it? Have you ever considered why you were chosen to be head of IT?
I assume it was because of my training as a raider.
No.
An ability to remain calm under pressure, to take orders and see them through.
No. You were chosen because of your ability to lie. At its core, the job requires deception. 10,000 lives depend on it. Your actions during the rebellion, manipulating your husband, playing both sides, exhibited an ability to do what was necessary despite any moral qualms. But your ability to maintain that kind of clear resolve has not always been 100%, has it? Before she was sent out to clean, then Sheriff Nichols was a fugitive, hiding in your apartment, holding you and your son hostage. Even after you managed to get control of the gun, you let Nichols leave. Why?
I was afraid when raiders arrived, guns would be fired.
It's clear by the stress in your voice and the cortisol levels in your breath that you're lying.
All right? I admired her. Strange given the circumstance, but she wanted the truth. I don't know anyone in the silo, at least not anyone interesting, who doesn't ask the questions she was asking. I wanted to see what she found out. I realize now it was a mistake. Juliet Nichols is an existential threat. As you said, we now have the opportunity to eliminate that threat and save the silo. And I will do
Dude, what? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta watch the video now from Brain Pilot. Holy crap. That was a good episode. Okay. All right. Goodness gracious, we need to play the whole thing. All right, Brain Pilot now. Brain Pilot, what the heck? Dude, I'm gonna lose my stuff, bro. B R, I can't type in this. A I. Oh, it is Brain. Oh wait, shoot, my bad. It is Brain Pilot, my bad. Is it I? There we go. Yes. Yeah, it sucks.
The importance of memories, how it shapes and defines a person. Core theme of this episode. You're being faced with a decision on whether or not to slowly erase the memories of 9,913 people in order to prevent the safeguard protocol was something that she was battling.
Okay, I was trying to. Okay.
The importance of memories, how it shapes and defines a person, and the value that they bring was a core theme of this episode of Cybo. And with Camille being faced with a decision on whether or not to slowly erase the memories of 9,913 people in order to prevent the safeguard protocol was something that she was battling with. Jules had gone AWOL and was now taking matters into her own hands in looking to find Lucas Kyle so she could get answers on the outside. And Daniel Keane and Helen Drew were pretty much doing a Jules and looking to get their own answers on what the government was doing and why they're erasing Charlotte's memories. There were also a few subtle clues about what the actual silos are there for and how it could potentially be a game in a conversation with Steve. And Daniel's consciousness being cloned and being the algorithm is something that I also thought could be the case with what we were shown as well. But with it only being episode 3, there's still plenty more episodes to go until we can get some more answers. So within this video, I wanted to discuss the episode, break down the important details, and explain the ending. Here is Silo Season 3, Episode 3, Ending Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. What has Lucas Kyle been doing? Within the silo in this episode, there were basically two main missions that were taking place. One was Camille battling with the dilemma of having the lives of almost 10,000 people in the palm of her hand, which I'll get onto in the next section. But as well as that, we had Jules walking the silo by herself with the hopes of finding the answers that she was looking for, and also the location of Lucas Kyle. She was venturing lower and lower with the hopes of finding him and was speaking with anybody that had any kind of information. First off, we saw that she sent a message to Shirley and she chose to ignore it. Martha said that Jules trusted her gut, and that was a quality in her that was extremely different to everybody else in the previous episode. And with Shirley, she was trusting her gut that she'd come good for her and actually give her the help that she needed. However, once again, Shirley's selfish side came out because all she could do was blame Jules for not remembering her when she simply couldn't do anything about it. This is now actually causing me to find Shirley quite a frustrating character in this season because she's actually bringing nothing to the table and is just whining about Jules as if she's done something wrong when she literally can't help it. Jules was continuing to not take the memory suppression medication, and whilst she thought that she had the upper hand, she didn't know that her doctor Amy knew about that, and she also didn't know that her every move was being watched by the CCTV camera inside of her apartment. I do now think that Jules might cotton on to the fact that she could be getting watched because she saw that there was somebody following her, even when she believed that she was on her own. So she might have her guard up just that little bit more when she's at home. Jules was almost navigating her thought process like a puzzle, and piece by piece, as she spoke to Robert Sims about Lucas Kyle, then Shirley, and then Knox, she gradually got deeper and deeper within the silo. This was to the point where if she couldn't get taken to the Digger Void, then she was gonna go down to the mines, the place where Lucas Kyle was originally sent after having the red level relic before being made Bernard's shadow, because she felt like if there was a place where somebody wanted to truly hide, it would be there. It's a place where people essentially go to die, and as we've seen, Lucas Carl was actually perceived to be dead by those of power and authority there, as he hadn't been seen in around 93 days. That streak came to an end though when Camille caught wind of Jules looking for Lucas Carl in the mine, with Lucas Carl hearing of the Safeguard Protocol in the previous season, going down to the Digger Void and seeing a tunnel and also signs of what life used to be like. He was warned by the algorithm to never speak a word of it, hence why he said nothing to Sims in the Season 2 finale. So with Carl being inside of the mines, it was theorized that he could well have been digging horizontally because he wanted to try and replicate the tunnel that he saw and maybe dig across to a different silo. Lucas Carl knows that he has nothing to lose now because he's wanted by the authorities, and he knows that if he speaks a word of what he saw, then the silo would quite literally be doomed. So that's why I believe he's taken matters into his own hands and is just working in silo. With Lucas Carl going on the run and eventually being found by Danny and Sandy, Patrick Kennedy is going to finally get his hands on Lucas Kyle, and us knowing that Paddy Kennedy has tunnel systems built that raiders and authorities have no way of locating, I believe the group is going to start to come together and work collectively in looking for a way out and a way of finding the truth. Camille's dilemma. Camille and Robert Sims' dynamic has changed drastically in this new season of the show, as out of the two, she's now the person of authority, and what I'm kind of loving about it is that Robert Sims doesn't know how to handle it. There was a key focus on memories and the importance of them by Robert after he spoke with Jules, and he saw how she couldn't remember her father and the fact that he sacrificed himself for her and the people that she cared about. He didn't want that to be the case with his own son, and he was fixated on making memories with him, so he'd always have a positive memory. However, as we know and as we saw, the algorithm was persuading Camille to do the opposite and to hook up the vitamin D plus into the water system in Silo 18, so that on a low and slow method, the people would slowly start to lose their memories and they'd have no recollection of what was going on, who Juliette Lewis was, and it would eradicate any hope of them going outside. It would almost reset them to ground zero and be like day one all over again. With us seeing the effects of what memory loss had done to Jules, and Camille also seeing that, Camille was reluctant to roll it out because she feared that she'd lose all sense of individuality, her identity, and the memory that she had of her family. She didn't want to be an empty shell just like Jules. This was actually the option that seemed more appealing and less harmful though, because if Jules continued her method of trying to disrupt the peace and search for answers, then the Safeguard Protocol could be initiated. And also if Lucas Carl were to make contact with another silo, then that would be a violation and it would lead to the Safeguard Protocol being initiated. So memories being erased was almost the lesser of two evils, because at least that way people would still have a form of life, even if they couldn't remember who they were and who it is that they formed relationships with. Robert Sims putting a focus on memories was what ultimately led Camille to reveal to him about the vitamin D plus plan and that she was willing to hook it up to the water system. And she said how they made a promise that they'd do anything to keep their son alive, even if it meant forgetting them. Camille is struggling in this position of power because the lives of all of the people inside of the silo were quite literally in her hands. Right now, she has to decide whether she plays the risk and allows them to perish, causes them to forget their memories, or just hopes that it all blows over. This is actually where I think the scene of Daniel and Helen going to see Steve connects to the silos. When they went to see him, he was fixated on a game of chess, and the moves that he was making were getting a key focus too. With the important decisions and moves that Camille is needing to make at the moment, I actually wonder if the silos weren't all put there to ensure human survival. But I actually wonder if 51 were put there because what we're essentially watching is a 352-year-old game that's going to basically continue until only one silo survives. So the silo that does is essentially going to be the population that's allowed to repopulate the United States and build a better future. That could also be why no other silos are actually allowed to come into contact with each other, because it would ruin the experiment and test. At the end of the previous episode, we saw that Camille was shown the chart of the mood in the silo, and how if Jules was suddenly removed or if she regained her memory, then the mood of the silo would change, something that would prove to be damaging. But now, with Jules being dragged out by Lucas Kyle after inhaling some of the gas and her being in an unconscious state, Camille could make Jules seem like she was a martyr and that she was heroic for what she did whilst deliberately making sure that she never wakes up. This would take away the sudden removal concern, and it would actually allow her positive legacy of the silo to live on. It would take away the threat, and it would actually mean that Camille wouldn't have to be responsible for 10,000 lives, only one. Camille said that she was going to do it, and with her having the opportunity to save the silo in more ways than one by allowing the people to keep their lives and also their memories, she's going to aim to sacrifice one person for the greater good. I don't think it's actually going to play out like that though. While Camille is becoming a more and more ruthless character, I think we're going to see Robert Sims begin to soften up and almost not recognize his wife anymore. What he suggested of wanting to make memories was something that she would have snapped up in season 1, but with her almost not caring about it, I think he's going to notice a difference in her. The scene where he was basically kicked out of her office because the information was sensitive and there being a focus on that door being closed on his face, it really does make me think that she's going to change to the point where he believes that what she's doing isn't for the greater good. If it does come down to the vitamin D plus needing to be used, I feel like the importance that he placed on memories is what's going to prevent him from being on side with her. Daniel and Helen are being watched. Daniel Keane and Helen Drew are both on the same side at the moment in wanting to get answers about what happened when Charlotte and her colleagues flew through the cloud on the Iran mission that caused them to crash land and for all of them to die other than Charlotte. Daniel went to one of the pilot's memorials, Juan, and it was here where Daniel found out even more information on the comms being downgraded because they weren't interceptable by jamming. But what we also found out during this conversation was that the crash was actually recorded. This is actually where their entire storyline from the episode came from. With them meeting with Steve, who was somebody that was able to access parts of the internet that not everybody could, he made an analog recording of the crash, and the importance of the recording is because I think the listening of it by Charles could be the very thing that takes her mind back to it and allow her to remember. We were told how items of the past had the capability of triggering memories, and like Jules with the helmet of Silo 17, that could be the very thing for Charlotte. Charles is being given the medication because the government clearly don't want her to remember what she saw. Was that massive cloud a weapon that the US was housing up there, and could the releasing of this information that's up there compromise the mission that they were on, and maybe even the next move they were planning on making? Personally, I think it might, and it might actually incriminate the US. The captain of the Nimitz was the person that we saw looking on at Helen and Charlotte in episode 2 of the show when Helen was trying to get information out of her. And within this episode, he was popping up left, right, and center. He definitely doesn't want the information to come out about what happened, and that's why we saw him at Juan's memorial speaking with his father, but continuing to look over at Daniel Keane, while we also saw him at Helen's Gen Z place of work that's most definitely not the Washington Post, and maintaining eye contact with her as she left, and also why I think it is that he broke into Steve's den and took the recording that he had of the crash. He doesn't want any information to leak out because it could disrupt the stability of the United States, nor does he want anybody to remember it. Hence why he's basically silencing Helen and removing all evidence of it happening in the physical world and also in Charlotte's mind. Do I think the tape recording is destroyed? No, I don't. I think it's going to make an appearance later on down the line in this season or maybe in the next one, and that will be where we'll see Charles regaining her memory. Daniel and Helen's next move is going to be crucial, but it's this next move that I actually think is going to be the moment where Daniel could drift to the other side of Helen, as I reckon he's going to end up having a heavy hand with the Silo's creation. Paul Billings' investigation. Sheriff Paul Billings was a man on a mission in episode 3 to find Orla Kent following her sister reporting her missing. I previously mentioned how I thought it was strange that her boyfriend didn't report her missing along with her sister when she did, but in this episode we found out that her new boyfriend was once actually with Ed Harwood's daughter, who was the previous shadow to the head of supply, the position that Orla was in. In the first episode, we saw that Ed and Orla had a feud with one another, and whilst it seemed like there was some tension, I didn't think it would erupt this soon into the season. When it was revealed that there was a body that was found inside of the mines that had been impacted by the gas and they weren't a miner, we saw that it was actually Orla Kent. She had the sheet over her face, which symbolized that she could be dead, but it wasn't actually confirmed. It might have just been over her to prevent her from inhaling any more fumes. If she is dead, then the death most definitely has something to do with the Harwoods and the new boyfriend that she had. He knew where she was going
so
when she
she's
left
dead.
him because she
Oh,
planned
that's
on
what she...
investigating the disappearance of items. So I think he must have revealed the information to Ed or his daughter, and that's when they could have taken her and then led her to the mines. It's a maze down there, and it's a place where people go to be forgotten. So she might have been down there and not been able to get herself back. I don't think they would have planned for her to have been killed like that because they didn't know the gas was coming, but I believe they planned on getting her out of the equation, so maybe Ed's daughter could reclaim her position. Orla did have a scratch on her, so I imagine that came from some kind of conflict in the process. I imagine Billings is going to open up a murder investigation and we could begin to find out what Ed and his daughter actually had planned. My review of the episode. I thought this was another solid episode of Silo Season 3. I enjoyed seeing Jules navigating through the silo and looking to take control of her own fate. She trusts nobody, and it's quite nice seeing Jules acting the way that it feels like she always has. She's just kind of regaining a little bit of that identity again. As I said earlier, I think the writing of Shirley is a bit poor at the minute. I just don't feel that would be anybody's genuine reaction, and it's making me dislike the character, which I'm not actually a fan of. It's an interesting writing choice. As much as I've been enjoying the cutting between the different time periods, I did quite like the fact that we spent more time than usual inside of the silo. It allowed the plot to develop well and for us to feel tension building between Camille not being able to keep control of Jules and Jules actually getting closer to Lucas Kyle. I did find it a bit too much of a coincidence that Lucas Kyle was miraculously down there and was the very person that saved her. I could tell that the legs emerging from the smoke would be his long before any legs even appeared.
Yeah.
I do think the before time is an interesting angle to explore, and I did love the hints and clues about the silos almost being like a game, something that was entertaining. I also thought when Steve took Daniel's identification badge and cloned it, it made me think of that theory even more about the algorithm being based on a copy of Daniel King, because it does sound a lot like him.
It does.
Usually, I'm not actually a fan of Robert Sims' performance, but I actually thought he did a good job in this episode. I rolled my eyes a bit when he came on screen, but by the time his scene ended, I thought he carried it really well. You could feel the emotion and love that he had towards his family and that he wanted to do all that he could to ensure their safety. So he delivered a much better performance than what he did during the season premiere.
Yeah.
If we're going to get a much more emotional Robert Sims, then that could play into the character more. The pacing of this season is a little on the slow side, but I don't actually mind that. I feel we've got a lot of obstacles and hurdles to overcome, and by allowing us to have the room to do that, it's adding to the level of immersion even more. As much as I'm finding the character Camille interesting and the new position that she's got, with the conflict that she has in her mind over what it is that she needs to do, I am getting a bit tired of just seeing her in the room speaking with the algorithm. The scenes just all look the same, and I feel like it's the only time we really see her. With Daniel and Helen, I have been enjoying seeing their story develop, and as interesting as it was to know that there was a recording of the comms during the crash, it did just kind of feel like their story went round in a circle and didn't actually need to have as much screen time as what it did. It's the first time I found that story to be a bit stale and not as engaging, but I imagine that will change as the episodes go on. It feels like Jules is getting closer to regaining her memory, and she's also having more eyes on her than ever too. With her being in a critical condition, and with Camille saying that she'd do the dirty work and end it, it left the episode on a real cliffhanger. Like I said earlier, I don't think she'll go through with it, but it left so much room for theory, so I'm excited to think about it over the next week. So, there you have it. Silo Season 3, Episode 3, Ending Explained.
I think it's good. I think it was good, dude. This episode was a banger. Okay. Bro, I think this episode was a banger, bro. Every episode has been so good. Straight up. Like, I'm gonna be genuinely honest. Like, every episode has been so good. Yeah, and I saw that leak from seeing Lucas Kyle, but again, like, it's kind of surprising that we did see Lucas Kyle. It is surprising we did see him this early on into the season, but you know what? It is what it is. The only person that's really seen him is Juliet. Those two people, that's about it, and the authorities, and that's about it. But yeah, it's interesting to see what Mrs. Sims, Camille, it's gonna be interesting to see what she's gonna do with Juliet. Is she gonna actually go and straight up kill her, or like what? I'm genuinely curious to see what's gonna happen with that. And like, there's so much, man. It's I love the show. I love it. Yeah, I think it's great. But that's gonna wrap it up for this stream, guys. This is what the stream was about, watching Silo. I thought it was good. Next stream, I'll be streaming today. I'm not sure what time, probably later, probably in the evening. But yeah, there'll be a stream later today. And peace out, y'all. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Peace out.